Hi guys, JB and Minot here, and this is my pickups video for both April and May of 2015. I didn't get too many games in April, so that's why I kind of combined them both. Plus I was kind of busy cultivating my new beard, so. Okay, the first game is kind of like a simplified version of Romance of the Three Kingdoms. It's gotten like 5 stars on Amazon.com, called Gemfire. Your basic job is to just conquer armies in different sectors, and you use proper resources and whatnot. It's a turn-based game, so there's that for my Super NES. It cost $20, so obviously it's a pretty valuable game, somewhat speaking. Okay, this next game I got from Play Asia, Koro Koro Puzzle Happy Penichu. And what it is, it's like Super Fruitful. You know that game where you hit the buttons and it turns the screen and you got a bunch of items on the screen and they collapse upon each other, and you have to, once you connect 3 or more of the same items, they disappear, and the idea is to make them disappear from the screen. Well, this one's just like that, only it's got a little sensor, and instead of using buttons, in fact here's the game manual for it, instead of using buttons you stick it in the Game Boy Advance, and this is my original, I believe this is my original Game Boy Advance, by the way, and you just twist it and turn it, kind of like topsy-turvy. Okay, this next game is called Slide Adventure Mag Kid, and what it is it comes with a game. It's for the DS, and it looks, the way it came really good condition box. But it comes with a peripheral, if I can find it here. There you go. It comes with this peripheral, and what you do is you get your DS Lite or your DS and you stick the peripheral here, and you put the cartridge here, and you put it on a flat surface, and you have a little character, a bean-like character. What you have to do is you have to move him around the room by sliding it. It's got a mouse eye right there, an optical. And what you have to do is you have to connect that bean with other beans and to get him to escape. And the reason I got this game, and I realized after about 2 days after I ordered the game, that the game needed to have a Game Boy Advance peripheral for my DS. So you can't just use it in any DS. You have to have an old DS to do it. But the whole thing only cost me $5, and from Amazon.com, and it was used, but it was in damn good condition, so I have to give them a shout out pretty soon. I'll go ahead and put that shout out probably down at the bottom, but there that is. Okay, now for some PS Vita games. This is called Sword Art Online Halo Fragments. It's in Japanese, but it's got Chinese and English subtitles, and it's based on an anime. And sometimes you can see that anime on Cartoon Network, the Toonami, on Saturday nights. But basically, I think what it is some guy goes into a game, and in this game, if you die, I think you die in real life. I'm not 100% sure, but he's in there investigating it. So, but if you buy this game, and it's gotten good reviews, and you can buy it on PSN full English version, but if you want the physical version, go to PlayAsia.com to get it. Because if you try to get it off Amazon.com new, it's going to be a good $30 more. So this cost me $45. Amazon.com with shipping probably cost you around 70 something. Okay, I got this from PlayAsia.com. Wait a minute, was it PlayAsia.com I got this? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got it from PlayAsia.com. Puyo Puyo Tetris. You're basically competing against a computer opponent. One of you's playing Tetris, one of you's playing Puyo Puyo, and they swap out, and you're trying to destroy the enemy. That's pretty much what that is. Okay, this game I heard about from a fellow named TV and Lust, and there was only 35. It was an independent game, and there was only 3,500 of these printed out. So, but it's an official game. It's kind of like Grand Theft Auto, an old Grand Theft Auto game. Retro City Rampage DX. It's got 60 missions and 40 arcade challenges, and It cost me about 30 something dollars from Amazon.com, but I imagine the price will go up as they get more sparse. And I think the guy's channel is pretty popular, TV and Lust, but I'll put his link down at the bottom. Okay, I bought this at GameStop. It seems like they're coming out with Hyperdimension Neptunia U. Seems to have a monopoly on video games here in the States. I love, Hyperdimension Neptunia U, but I want to see more games come out in the US for the Vita. This is Hyperdimension Neptunia U Action Unleashed. It's an action game starring the Hyperdimension universe. Okay, this game is I got from PlayAsia.com. I saw it. I forgot where I saw it first, where I heard of it, but it's called The Firefly Diary. And there's this adventure, and you're kind of guiding this firefly or this fairy with your finger using the touchscreen through adventures. And it looks really beautiful. If you go to YouTube.com and you see, type that in, The Firefly Diary, the graphics look really good. But I had to import that from PlayAsia.com. I think you can get it on PSN here in the States, but I got that from Asia, and it's in English. So, okay, this one is Papa Ini Vector 1. And basically, what you have is a screen full of directions. And what you have to do is you have to take each directional box and place it next to one that are going in the same direction, so that what it'll do is it'll erase off the screen. You're trying to erase as many of them off the screen as possible. And you usually have a computer opponent, and what you do is you try to beat that computer opponent, kind of like Puyo Puyo. You do that with combinations and whatnot. And it's a pretty interesting game. I don't speak Japanese, so I'm still trying to get the handle of it. But if you like puzzle games, you can't go wrong with this. Okay, now for a 3DS game. This is a remake of the version off of, I think, the DS. Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survivor 2 Record Breaker. I like these games. If you like Shin Megami Tensei, it's pretty good. This one comes with a soundtrack. In fact, all Atlas games you try to buy now, you gotta buy the soundtrack, so. I haven't played it yet, but it's getting good reviews too. This one's getting good reviews too, but I really don't like it all that much. Etrian Mystery Dungeon. It's kind of a combination between Etrian Odyssey with the graphics and Mystery Dungeon. It's more Mystery Dungeon, I think, than Etrian Odyssey. The only similarities between this and Etrian Odyssey are maybe some of the missions and some of the names and some of the graphics, but other than that, and I really didn't like it too much. I thought it was repetitive, and the AI for your fellow warriors were kind of stupid, and sometimes if you're in the wrong place, the wrong time, if you're stuck in a hallway and you're just coming upon the room, some of the enemies in that room before you even get in the room will gang up on you at the doorway, and you have to fight them all. Once you see them and they see you, you can't run away. And you're sitting there fighting them, and your dummy allies aren't really doing anything except maybe healing you if you have a healer. But there's that. You collect a whole bunch of stuff for ingredients and whatnot. It got a good review, but I think most of them took bribes or something, because I didn't really care for it all that much. I thought it was repetitive, like I said. Okay. This is for the new 3DS. In fact, you can only play it on the new 3DS. Xenoblade Chronicles 3D. And for the Wii, it was a pretty good game. They had to beg Japan to send it up here for the Wii version. But apparently it sold enough that they were willing to make a 3DS version, bring it here. And it's a beautiful game. A lot of critics are going to whine and moan that the graphics aren't as good and whatnot. But the graphics aren't bad in this game, and critics are going to find little stuff like that to whine and moan about because it's a handheld, and we know how they all love the handheld. They think of things to complain about. But for the Wii, they jacked the price up for Xenoblade Chronicles because I don't know why they jacked the price up myself, but it's a good game, complex game. I still haven't got the handle of it, but we'll go from there. Okay, this game's got 2 games in one based on Puzzles and Dragons for the iOS, which I got on my iPad and my iPhone, and it's a pretty fun game. It's got Puzzles and Dragons Z, which has a full RPG type story, and it's got Puzzles and Dragons Super Mario Brothers Edition, which is basically just Princess Peach getting kidnapped again and Mario going through all this to save her. And what it is you have a bunch of allies that you can pick and choose from. You gather up allies as you play each level, and you can choose and pick your allies, who you're going to work with, and you can power them up and whatnot and give them special powers. And what you do is it's like a Type 3 type game, a Match 3, where you can take an orb, a colored orb, and you match it with the same color orb, and whatever ally is attached to that color, he's the one who attacks the enemy, and the enemy fights back. And what I really like I'm really impressed with how I haven't played Puzzles and Dragons Z too much, but I've been playing the Mario one, and I'm surprised how hard it is almost right out from the gate. And that's good. It's not too difficult, you can't beat it, but it's not too easy that you're like, oh, why am I even playing it? Like some of the levels start in the first Puzzles and Dragons game. You play it after like 10 battles, and it's like, why am I playing this? It's too easy. And then after a while, it starts to kick your ass. So there's that. And if you like puzzle games, if you like Mario Brothers, it's a great game to play. Haven't gotten through all of it yet. There are ways you can go through different warps and whatnot, and go through and get all kinds of items. So, okay, I got a couple of pre-owned games, quite a few pre-owned games. There's a guy called Metal Jesus. And he had this episode where he talks about 10 good shooters for the Wii U, for the original Wii. And the Wii was great for light gun shooters, and I wish there'd been more adaptations to that. I'd like to see there's a Terminator game, arcade game that's at my local Cineplex I like to play. I wish they'd put that on there. But House Dead 2 and 3 returns. And you know what? I don't even think this is one of the ones they listed, so... But there's that. It cost me $13, actually $14. So, okay, I'm gonna get this on the Vita as soon as it comes out. But this was a PSN game that they adapted for physical for $22. Terraria. Looks like a puzzle build-up type game, kind of like they call it a sandbox adventure, kind of like those games from the PSP. Oh Lord, what did I do to deserve this? And Holy something Batman, what did I do to deserve this? And it's kind of like a real-time strategy game where you're building yourself up. And this last one called Stick It to the Man. It's got like an 8.6 out of 10, but it only cost me $19 new. And I don't know, he's got some kind of hand coming out of his head, and you use that to get yourself through adventures and whatnot. So there's that. And I figure it was $19, so it's a physical copy. Okay guys, those are my pickups for the month of April and May of 2015. I hope you all have a great weekend, and tell me what you feel about the beard and about the games, and we'll go from there. And I'd like to hear from you. In the meantime, you guys have a great weekend, and God bless you. Bye-bye. Oh, and before I go, just a reminder, go see Mad Max 4. Mad Max Fury Road. That movie is outstanding. They say it's a feminist movie. Don't worry about it. It's a feminist movie, not a feminazi movie. There's a difference. They're feminists, which is good. Just go and see the movie. Great action. Kind of weird. You might even want to see some of your younger teenagers go see it. There's a little bit of nudity and some gore, but not really, I think, R-rated quality. And the nudity isn't quite sexual type nudity, if you know what I mean. It shows a bunch of women giving milk to babies. That's pretty much all it is. But anyway, You guys have a great weekend, and thank you for letting me rant. God bless you. Bye-bye.